words to you, or if they tell a story that's pertinent. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. No matter what, it brings insight if you let it, but not because of any super mystical, anything super mystical, I suppose. I don't work with guides. It's the same as kind of flipping through a book and landing on a page and like looking what's on the page and, sort of just saying, okay, picking out the words or the ideas that could mean something for you right now. But that's all up to you and your interpretation. So this first card that I picked in the middle is called Harmony, and it's the issue of what's going on right now, I guess, for me. I'm going to read what it says once I find it. The experience of resting in the heart of meditation is not something that can be grasped or forced. It comes naturally as we grow more and more in tune with the rhythms of our own silences. The figure on this card reflects the sweetness and delicacy of this experience. The dolphins that emerge from the heart and make an arc towards the third eye reflect the playfulness and intelligence that comes when we are able to connect with the heart and move into the world from there. Let yourself be softer and more receptive now, because an inexpressible joy is waiting for you right around the corner. Nobody else can point it out for you, and when you find it, you won't be able to find the words to express it to others, but it's there deep in your heart, ripe and ready to be discovered. That's nice. So the second card is, I guess, the internal influence that you are unable to see. And for mine, that is totality. The internal influence of totality. 96. Let me get that again. That's what this looks like again. These three women are high in the air, playful and free, yet alert and interdependent. In a trapeze act, nobody can afford to be a little bit absent for even a split second, and it is this quality of total attentiveness to the moment at hand that is represented here. You may feel there are too many things to do at once, but get bogged down in trying to do a bit here, a bit there, instead of taking one task at a time and getting on with it. Or perhaps we think our task is boring because we've forgotten that it's not what you do, but how you do it that matters. Developing the knack of being total and responding to whatever comes as it comes is one of the greatest gifts you can give yourself. Taking one step through life at a time, giving each step your complete attention and energy, can bring a wondrous new vitality and creativity to all you do. Now, I guess that's true for me because I've been trying to do too much. Launch 3 websites at once with the same level of effectiveness. That's crazy. Okay, so the next one is the external influence of which you are aware. Turning in the external influence. I suppose I know that I'm turning in. I've been pretty introverted lately. So, the woman in this image has a faint smile on her face. In fact, she is just watching the antics of the mind, not judging, not trying to stop them, not identified, just watching as if they were traffic on the road or ripples on the surface of a pond. And the antics of the mind are slightly amusing as it jumps up and down and twists this way and that, trying to get your attention and seduce you into the game. To develop the knack of taking a distance from the mind is one of the greatest greatest blessings. It is what meditation is all about, really, not chanting a mantra or repeating an affirmation, but just watching as if the mind belongs to somebody else. You are ready to take this distance now and to watch this show without getting caught up in the drama. Indulge yourself in the simple freedom of turning in whenever you can, and the knack of meditation will grow and deepen in with you. That's true, because this weekend, it was a crazy weekend. I recognized a couple times during this weekend where there was a situation where if my mom or if anybody else in my family responded to it, I mean, I can see the pattern and how I also used to respond with a certain level of reactivity in a pattern, and this time I really just watched it. I was quiet, so quiet that my partner was like, "Are you mad at me? What's wrong?" And I just didn't even trust myself to talk, because all I could really see were like the defense mechanisms and the ideas going on in my head about all the things I could have said, like criticism and attacks and passive aggressive digs, and I didn't do any of that. So this turning in really makes sense. I'm aware of that. I was aware of it this weekend anyway. That it's really important to be in really being present, and trying not to operate from a place that's an old pattern. So that works. Okay, this fourth one is what is needed for resolution, and what is needed for resolution is completion. And I can already tell that's, I don't even need to read this actually, because completion for me is like I'm one of those strong starters but bad finishers. I usually need a partner of some kind to be the closer, to help put, or either to actually do the closing of the deal or the project or whatever, or to pace me or push me to finish. I'm a great starter. I'm a great just jump in and swim, but yeah, I get fatigued towards the end. There's a lot that I need to complete right now, and I guess once I do, this is the last card, possibilities. I don't need to look that one up either, really. Resolution, the understanding. It's like, yeah, once I complete, then all my possibilities are open. But if things are incomplete,